Hey, hello, wonderful friends. How are you today? My name is Jane. This is my page, Jane Volante Art. If you're seeing this, you're probably watching the replay. Please put hashtag replay in the comments so that Facebook knows you love this. So it is my segment of Craft Around the Clock. I am super excited to be here. I have a fun bunny printable project for you today. So I am just pulling this up on my iPad. Hopefully some people start coming on. All right, so I just got a heart, but it's still saying no one's here. Facebook, you are so perplexing. I love you, but you perplex me on a daily basis. All right, now some eyes are popping on. Great. So as you come here, let me know if you're here. Cheryl, awesome. Cheryl is here. All right, we are ready. We are ready. So what I have for you today is a printable project. And if you are not on my list for printables, hi, Diane on YouTube, Tarita from Oregon, Brenda from Arizona. Hey, Amanda. Stephanie's here, and Leah and Ruth and Lorena. Oh my goodness, that's going so fast. And Becca, welcome everybody. So if you're not on my email list, and you want to get cool free printables, you're going to want to get on my email list. There is a link in the pinned comment to get the free printables. This Friday, this printable is going to come out, and it's this really super cute bunny. And I'm going to show you two different projects to use the same exact bunny. So let's get rolling. Susan's here. Debbie. Hi, everybody. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging me out. Thanks for hanging me out to dry, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today on Craft Round the Clock. I always try to get my computer out of the picture, but it's kind of not possible. Okay. I've got a canvas panel. These are cheap, right? So I love to use them for projects. Then I have a couple of these, but I have these like, I'm just going to call them barnwood frames. I got them at a rummage sale. I got a whole bunch of them. And the bunny looks pretty cool inside of here. So I'm trying to decide what side of this I want to use, because this will fit in here like this, right? And then I can see it from here, which is the most logical way to do it. Hold on. But sometimes I don't like to be logical. And sometimes I like how this looks better. So I would like tape that around there. But I think just for ease, we're going to go with this side. But before we do that, I want to show you what I did with this printable. I actually printed it on a piece of tissue paper. And I have learned that you have to tape your tissue paper to, I need my craft knife, to the computer paper itself in order for it to run through and print. Otherwise, every single time you'll get a printer jam or a paper jam, which we all love, right? So I'm just cutting, I taped it with washi tape. So I'm just cutting this off. I wanted to show you the full process because it was interesting. And I've done this before, but I haven't printed on tissue in quite a while. So I'm like, oh, I can just tape the top of it. And then I taped the top of it, and then it got stuck in the printer. Like, well, what if I just tape the top and the bottom? Tape the top and the bottom, got stuck in the printer. So make sure you are taping all four sides. So it is a little bit of a process to print on tissue. And you can just use, if you just have like a bunch of, to stick in your gift bags tissue, you can cut that and use that too. You don't have to use something like, excuse me, that has to be, yes, exactly, Amanda, that it doesn't have to be a pre-cut tissue paper. You can use whatever you want. You want colored tissue, you can print on that too. You just have to tape it to your paper. So, Jill's here. Is Jill here? She's here. Printables are awesome. Ooh, thanks, Stephanie. Isn't the bunny cute? Jill said, hi, squirrel. Thanks, Amanda. Jovi's here. Oh my goodness. Sherry's here from Mississippi. I may or may not have damaged my printer by putting canvas drop cloth through it. Jill, you and your cockamamie ideas. Y'all don't, if you don't know Jill from Ups to Daisies, you got to go follow her. She and I are live every Saturday night right here on this page too. So we have fun together. We've been going live together for 3 years. Okay, so last night I taught a class with mica powders and I lost the top to my mica. And sure enough, I just spilled it all over. And how is it lost? Like, where in the Eden world did it go? Okay, that's safe for now. Yikes. Okay. Next, I'm going to grab that canvas panel I have again. And this is just going to go on here. Just so cute. And so it's a little bit long. That's no big deal. We can just take that off later. But so you can do one of two things. You can decoupage it right on top of the white background. It looks really cute. If you want just a short, quick project, done, right? I'm not here to do that, though. I've got some Paint Pixie Magical Chalk Paints. I grabbed greens and yellows. My only concern is that it has the sepia tone here. And am I going to like it with green underneath it? Well, if we don't, we'll just paint over it, right? That's all. That's all. It's fine. It is fine. So let me grab the turquoise iris wash brush, except that one is ruined. Look at, I left it in my gel medium. I did. I'm sorry. I love these brushes too. I have to feel like I have to apologize to it because I ruined it. Thank goodness I'm the brand ambassador for Paint Pixie, and I know that I can get more. Ooh, am I doing this? Sour apple. I kind of want to start with, I'm going to start with Christmas cookie. That's what I'm going to do. And I may just squirt this with water. And the only reason is just to get the paint moving. I can keep layering and things, but I'm just going to throw it on a background. And that is some bright green. It is. I don't even know what it is. Oh, what did I have on my finger? Gosh, I am not even clean. Oh, it's the mica powder. Yeah. Welcome to my life, you guys. Everything's a mess, but it's okay. My house isn't a mess. Just the studio. It's because I work on so many things all at once, right? I've got my art journaling club, so I do lives in there. I do a YouTube video every week. And then I'm also doing classes and things. So I just have a lot of stuff in a lot of places. Lemon crinkle. Let's do lemon crinkle. Please zoom in. I can't zoom in, Tarita. Put it in alcohol. It should soften it so you can clean it. Good tip. Yeah, I actually really, really love, thank you, Jerry. I really love the Paint Pixie brush suds. I can't zoom in on the project. I'll cut my whole face off so you guys can deal, okay? You'll have to just deal. Adding lemon crinkle. If you're watching it on the phone, sorry, you got a small screen. You know, the thing to think about too is kind of making your eye move around this whole canvas. And so you see I can it's kind of starting to move, right? I'm going to use a little bit of the honeycomb, and that's just a tad warmer. You have alcohol inks under your nails. That's awesome. All right, this is super pretty. I don't even think I'm going to need to use the other greens. I think these might do. Going to kind of build and darken it in a couple little areas. So what's going on? I don't know. We're about to get, well, I think we might be out of the main path of the storm, but I'm in Wisconsin, and there are some places that are forecasted to get 1 to 2 feet of snow tomorrow. And like, I am so grateful that we are not in the path, because I don't know if I could even deal with that at this point. I'm done. I'm done. I mean, you have to deal with it if you get it, right? But oh gosh, I get to this point in February and I'm like, no more, no more winter, no more. But I am fully aware that I live in Wisconsin and winter goes until sometimes mid-April. Like, we can get bad weather through April, and it's sad. Thanks, Tony. Oh yeah, that magic pack is amazing. Want to go picking tomorrow? No, I want to go anywhere tomorrow. You know how I'm going to get you all your stuff, Jill? Probably Friday. It's going to have to be Friday, because you need your mystery box, because we are going live in the mystery box group Friday night. So see how I'm just really building up my color? And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm about to put this printable on top, and it's tissue, right? So I want it to saturate through. Hey, Susan from Virginia. Supposed to get winds tomorrow, rain early morning. Where are you, Christy? Oh, yeah, Marie, I bet you're kind of right in the path. I don't think I need any more. My pile is gone of Christmas cookie, but I think I'm good. The only thing I'm unsure of is if I'm going to like it with this sepia tone. And if I don't, I'm going to add some more whites, but I think it might be cool. So we're going to see. And I can always kind of mess around on the top of this to make it a little bit more cohesive too. So I think I'm pretty good as far as colors here. I'm just going to add this yellow in a couple little places. And remember, like, I'm messing around because I love to play with my paint and stuff, but remember that you're putting tissue on it, so it might not all be seen anyways. I just like this bright pop of color right now is what I need. Even though it's still sunny today, it's not going to be real soon. You know, and like, I'm super, super lucky. I'm going to squirt a little water on here because I don't have to go anywhere. I can just stay in my house. Like, I think about my kids. Like, I'm hoping that my daughter's still in college, so I'm hoping that, and she's a commuter, so I hope they cancel school. I always hate thinking about them having to drive in the snow because it is such a pain. And you could be the safest driver in the world. It's all the other people that are out there that are just crazy. Oh, we just had this horrible, it had nothing to do with snow, but a horrible accident here in our community where a woman was going the wrong way on the freeway. And she hit somebody head on. It was like she was going 40. They were going probably 60, the report said. So it was just, as you can imagine, just a horrific accident. Okay, I feel like this is good. Yikes. Let me just try this real quick. Hey, Lisa. I know. Oh my God, it was so scary. Hey, Tita. Yeah, so this is my printable, one of my printables. You'll get another Easter printable this Friday as well. If you are signed up to be on my printables email, the link for that is in the pinned comment here. If you can't find it, just put printables in the comments and I'll get you the link afterwards. I know sometimes it's hard to find all these links and things. Okay, so the Paint Pixie Magical Chalk Paint reactivates with anything wet. So I am going to put a coat of their Meltdown on. Meltdown is, I don't know, I like this the best for my crafts and things that I make, just because I like the finish of it. I'm squirting it into the brush because the paint reactivates, and I noticed if I squirt it in a little pile right on top of this, it will reactivate it and leave a swirl. So I've been pouring it right into the brush. You could obviously use a cup of something too, like a little cup, and pour it in there, but this is easier for me. So what else was I saying? I was talking about the printables. I give new printables each week, and I try to do a project with them to get you inspired, because really my whole goal in life is to get you to create, and then to get you to create art that feels and looks like art that you want to make and that you love. So, okay, I've got the Meltdown on. That should be good enough. Another reason why I did that is because, just like I said, the Paint Pixie Magical Chalk Paint does reactivate. I'm about to saturate this and get it super wet, right? So if I don't have this covered, all of the paint on there is going to start to activate and react with this tissue paper. And I don't want it to do that. I want it to stay as bright as possible behind here. So we're going to see what this looks like. With this little bit of sepia tone, we're going to find out together. Tita, no, it's everywhere. The necklace printables and tutorial were awesome. Thank you. Hey, Mickey. All right, just making sure I didn't miss anything. All right. So now that I have a coat of Meltdown on here, I can squirt this Meltdown right on here. It's not going to leave a swirl. We're not going to see that. But basically, I want to use a liquid medium here, okay? If you have Mod Podge, even though I hate it, you're still allowed to use it. You can use Mod Podge. You can use your Meltdown. You can use, where did I put it? Matte medium. Anything that is liquid, very liquid, okay? And I'm going to saturate this because I want my paper to be totally wet. So I'm getting a lot on there. Okay, that was a pretty good pour. I'm making sure I get it, really well in my corners and my sides. You want to work pretty quick because you do want your tissue to get saturated all the way wet. See how you're starting to see that green behind here? Oh, this is pretty cool. I actually really like it with the green. So let's see how it looks all the way attached. I'm going to add a little bit more Meltdown to my brush so I don't tear my paper. Excuse me. What do you think? Is that cool? I think it's cool. Love it. Thanks for sprinkling, Christy. Yep, you need to sign up for my email, though, Mickey, in order to get it this Friday. I send a printable out every single Friday, and this is the one that's coming this Friday. Hi, Janelle. The link for that is in the pinned post, And if you can't find that pin post, just put printables. And when we're done here, I'll get you a link. Just look for a notification saying I replied to you, and that will be the reply. It will be that link. So I'm putting a big old coat of Meltdown on here because I want this to seal. Oh, this is so cute. Leave that out. Close my paints because I will spill them. Let me get this dry, and then we're going to just add a little bit more color on top. I love how tissue just disappears when you get it that wet. Oh, isn't that so pretty? Oh my goodness. So if you didn't see how I printed on the tissue, you'll have to go back and watch the beginning because I told you how to do it there. Just going to use my sanding block quick at this edge. That's still wet. Stop sticking to me. All right, I'm going to take a little bit. I feel like I want a little bit more of this lemon crinkle to show through. So I'm going to take my mop brush with some lemon crinkle. I am going to offload some of it before I go because I don't want to go too dark to begin with. And I'm just going to come on top of this and just bring a little bit of color out. Make a little spray of water here so it can be a little bit more of a wash. A little cover up on his foot there. I don't want to do that. Love that the magical chalk paint reactivates with water because I was able to just wipe that off. So what do you think? Is this pretty easy so far? Tell me what you think. What is Meltdown? It is the Paint Pixie top coat. Gotcha. Everybody that's putting printables in there, I'll make sure I get you that. Oh, hey, Lindy. Make sure I get you that link when we're done here. Ooh, this is just pretty, isn't it? Now I might use a little key lime pie. Or as Lindy says it, key lime pie. How am I doing, Lindy? Pretty good? Lindy from Taterbuggin. I wish I was Southern like you, friend. I just want that cute little accent. So see how I'm using this to build the color? You can still see all of that color underneath it. But it is super duper pretty. Just adding a little bit on top. I'm going to take a touch off right here. I always have my paper towel ready too because I like to use that as a tool as well. And it's picking some of that up, which is exactly what I want it to do. But then you can also use it as sort of a stamp and bring the color around, so. Oh, this is so cute so far. Maybe do just a touch more of the Christmas cookie. Might do. So I just kind of loaded up my brush and then offloaded it at the same time, if that made any sense whatsoever. I don't want it to have too much. Just kind of bringing in some of that darker green. Kind of suggesting a ground, right? Oh, I'm almost out of water here. Don't run out. And I'm just going to soften that out with this mop brush. Did anybody answer me? Do you think this looks easy so far? Fearlessly. Hey, Simone. How are you? I got to meet Simone last night during my project of the month. She has a cute accent. It's not, no, Connie, that's what I was asking. That was perfect. That was perfect. It is easy, right? It is easy. There's nothing hard about this. It's really and truly just messing around. All I'm doing is messing around. All I did was put some color on, saturated the tissue, and now I'm just adding a little bit more color to enhance it. And like some of this stuff, it probably won't even be seen, but I'm still going to do it. Still going to do it just a little bit. So if you are new to me, I sure would love a like and a follow. I am the brand ambassador for and creative director for Paint Pixie. And I'm also on the creative team for Stencil Girl Stencils. So you'll see me using stencils a lot. You'll see me using Paint Pixie a lot. I have been a mixed media artist for 30 years. And this is my job. This is my life. So I'm grateful to be here and be hanging out with you. It means a lot that you're here today, friends. All right, I think I'm done. I got to stop messing around. I got another project to show you. Okay, I think that's really pretty. I'm going to put this up here because I will put my arm in it if I don't. Very, very wet right there. So mopping it up real quick. So we're going to need to add a little bit of color to the frame. So that's my next step. What time did I start? Okay, I have 20 minutes left. Well, if I don't get to the second project, I'll at least show you. And if I don't get to it, I might just do a little reel. You guys can check back later. Another coat of Meltdown on this. I just put all that paint on top. I don't want it to reactivate. I want it to seal. And then this is just going to be another coat of sealer for this whole thing. Cute. Loving this bunny. All right, so here is the frame. My first thought is just to get a little bit of white in here. And not even white. I'm going to use cream puff. I need another piece of watercolor paper. I usually use a nonstick craft mat, but they're literally all dirty. So if I use watercolor paper, then I can just, what I'll do is I'll just turn this into a collage sheet with something else. I'm not wasting it. Call me crazy. I know. That is the yucky one. I'm going to use some of these greens. This is precisely how my desk gets unbelievably messy. We've got too many things, right? Okay. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Should I use the mop brush? I'm gonna use my trusty 1-inch wash. Again, I use these every day. I think I have 10 of them. This is one of my favorite brushes of all time. It's from the Turquoise Iris collection. By the way, there is a link in the pinned comment if you want to try any of these Paint Pixie products. I'm gonna squirt. Let's take this out of here. Excuse me. And I'm gonna squirt this little frame. This wood is dry. So I'm just gonna squirt it, get it wet, so that when I go in with my paint, there's just some mica powder on there. That is not okay. Forcefield is actually their premium rated sealer. Never too much collage powder. It's so true. Forcefield is Paint Pixie's premium sealer. It's also rated for outdoors. It's got a different finish, so that's why I like the Meltdown, the finish of the Meltdown a lot. So I use that a lot, but Forcefield is pretty darn good too. So I am just barely putting any paint on my brush. I want to kind of dry brush it across here so it's, see what's catching some of that texture. Pretty cool. So I'm just making it that little chunk of whatever that was off of here. So I'm bringing it, so, it was kind of a drab look, right? It's really, it's cool for like a real country or like a woodsy theme, right? But I needed to bring it up a little bit because of all the greens and yellows I have in my bunny. So let's look at it now. There'll be a bit of a difference. I think it's pretty, but I think I want to add this gray of the bunny. So let me grab my mud pie. Let me move my 700 piles of stuff and grab my mud pie. I just do. I like if I'm holding something, I'll set it down on top of something and then. All right, so the mud pie is going to be this sort of charcoaly color here. Patty, it depends on what I'm using. I use a lot of fine art products too. But you can obviously use whatever you have on hand, right? I'm going to get a little bit of this in here, and then I may go back on top with my cream puff again. Just trying to make this a little bit more cohesive. I want it to still look kind of rustic, right? So the mop brush, I'm actually putting a little bit more paint on. The mop holds a lot of paint, so I like what that's doing to this now. Still see a lot of that brown through, which is great, but it needed to go with it a little bit more. Needs to be a little bit more cohesive. Let me dry this. I do have a YouTube channel as well. If you like to learn about mixed media and fun projects, I try to make them, easy and simple to follow. Just search Jane Belante Art on YouTube. I do a new video every Friday, so cool, Peggy. The mud pie looks good. Thanks. I just put a little bit, I'm gonna do a little bit of lemon crinkle too. So let me actually do that before I do more of the cream puff. I'm just gonna be kind of careful about how I throw this on here. I'm pulling it flat across this texture. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And you can build it up if you want, and keep going back over it. Oh, that's pretty. I'm definitely glad I put that mud pie down. If you're just popping on, you can get this free printable this Friday. The link to join my printables email is in the pinned post. And I try to give really fun printables, and generally I do a tutorial with them each week. Sometimes I don't, but thank you, Linda. I've learned so much from your mixed media class already. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you, Simone. I really enjoyed last night. It was so nice to meet you. So Simone's in my art journaling club, and I do a project of the month each month live with everyone. And we had our class last night. And so my club doors are not open right now. They will be again soon. I'm actually doing a little bit of a restructure in the group, just making the curriculum a little bit more cohesive. I love to teach. I put too much yellow there. So thank you for reactivating Paint Pixie Paint. Thank you very much. I could fix it. All right. What do you guys think about this? This is cute. I think it's cute. What's cool about this too is I don't have to like permanently attach this bunny to this frame. So you can swap this out, you know, depending on where you're putting it. And like I said, even though I've just put, you know, dark gray and yellow on this frame, I can turn it around. Something still comes through, right? And I can use this side too. So I never fully attach my things. The yellow for me is just a touch too bright. Time, oh my gosh, this time goes so fast, you guys. 45 minutes. So I want to show you at least what the other project is. It's the same bunny, it's just a little bit smaller. So if you just use your printer settings and make it smaller, print it out, you can put this on a ton of things. So you can still see that yellow coming through. I felt like it was a little bright, but that's what it's all about, building up your color. That's cute. You could take some buttons or something that are in a greener tone, you know, and put them here. You could do a whole lot of things with this, but I think it's really cute so far. Art journaling, but so many forms of mixed media. And that's what it's all about. Thanks, Tita. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. You wish you had gone to art school after high school. Well, that's kind of what my art journaling club is all about. It's like art school, right? It is $47 a month. You know, which I know that a lot of people are like, that's so much. But listen, what I teach in there, you'd pay thousands and thousands of dollars for classes, right? And I try to keep it really cohesive and succinct for you while we hang out and make stuff and have fun. So, all right, the other printables, so it's the same. I printed it on tissue again. So see how it's taped on all four sides? This is just regular printer paper here. It's taped on all four sides. Got a big pile over there. I'm just going to cut this out with my craft knife real quick. Make sure you're cutting on the surface that you want to cut on, by the way. Telling you that for a reason. Been there, done that. All right, printer paper bunny. Do I have time? I have 6 minutes. Okay, so I have this little picture here. This is actually dried lavender, so it smells really good. And I've already done this side, which is super cute. But if I get sick of it, I have another side. So you can take bunny, put him on here. I think I'm just going to cut this little edge off. Very carefully. Just so it kind of goes down. goes down. I'm going to use my meltdown. This has already been painted. I did this a long time ago. But I just want to show you that you can use these printables in a whole bunch of different ways. They don't have to just be a card or, you know, a canvas. You can put them on any kind of home decor. And they look super cute. Move that over a tiny bit. Remember that liquid medium dries fast, so if you need to move your tissue, you got to work quick. Get up there, you little stinker. Where'd my brush go? So careful. So careful. Trying not to rip. Look how fun this is. So you can do the same thing now. If you want to bring color into this, you can use paint right on top. Time, I have 4 minutes. I got time. Let's make sure this is stuck first. Let me dry this. You can use things that are not paint on top of here to bring in color. Got a little edge up over here, which I didn't put any medium down there, so it's not surprising. So I'm going to use a little bit of distress ink just to bring some color on top of this. And I have some really cute ones. I have spun sugar. Sure, this is dry before I go dragging a tool over it. Hot metal is hot. Totally. I once burned Jill's bottom on hot metal. I really did. Thank you, Ruth. Thanks, Pat. Thanks, Tita. Isn't the image so cute? He's going to look awesome on that. So, see, I've just got my spun sugar. And I'm just going to drag it kind of through. It looks a little Frenchy and pretty, doesn't it? And then I have seedless preserves. This is going to be a little bit darker. I don't want it to go everywhere. Maybe a little bit more spun sugar, a little bit lighter. You can bring any color that you want into this. I might want to do like a little bit of a time. 2 minutes. Holy moly. See, I got to it. That's pretty good. It's not bad. A little bit of a crushed olive. I'll find another. I'll keep my little rounds like this because why throw them away right after? If it's green, I can just use it for green, right? No need to throw them away. How fun. Oh, it's so cute. So you can do color in so many ways with your printables. So if you want this, get on my printables list. It's in the pinned comment. If you can't find the pinned comment, just put printables down. See how cute that is? Let's see it the real way. Fun, fun, fun. I can develop that a little bit more. And then our project that we did for the frame is here. which is just absolutely adorable. I may throw some white in this or some of that cream puff to tone down the green a little bit. And that I may do that just now, and then I'll post it later on so you guys can see how that looks, but I'll do it in the exact same way. So thank you so much for joining me. You can visit me at janebelanteart.com, where I have a whole bunch of fun art supplies, inspiration, $10 classes, etc. Thank you, Kathleen. I painted my nails. Yeah, they look so bad though. Thanks, Stephanie. You love both bunnies. Oh, you guys are the best. So anyways, stay and watch the next crafter on Craft Around the Clock, and I will see you Saturday evening with my friend Jill. So see you then.